school, at least most parents are. 5 former and current teachers are telling all this morning about how to help your child succeed and how to build a good relationship with teachers. I want to start this morning with getting organized, because with 3 kids of my own, it's not just about the home organization, but it's setting a kid up for success so that when they head into the classroom, they have what they need. So I'd like to ask first, and Adam, I'm going to direct this straight to you because I know you deal with this.
Sure.
What's the best way to get especially middle and high schoolers ready?
Yeah, so every kid, middle and high school kid, needs some sort of organization system. So it could be the old paper planner, it could be a note card, it could be some sort of app. I would start with a paper planner from the school and then kind of see where it evolves.
Do you like the 3-ring binder approach where each class has a file and they punch everything?
You know what I like is I like to talk it over with the student and negotiate it and see what works best for each student, because each student might be a little bit different. The 3-ring binder system is pretty good. Sometimes folders are really good too.
But as I've learned, don't force anything on them. It
That's right.
has to work for them.
Yeah.
It especially has to work for them. Okay, technology, a really big issue in the classroom. Phones, one thing, but is technology helping kids today? Mackenzie?
Yes, I mean, there are some advantages of using a cell phone in class for, quizzes, games, Kahoot, that kind of thing. But for the most part, it's a big distraction. And so if parents could talk to their kids about not looking at their cell phones at all during class, I guarantee it would help out teachers a lot.
Do you see that most teachers take the phones away, or are they actually incorporating them into the room?
It depends. Lots of times there's school-wide policies, sometimes it's class-wide. But I will say, yeah, more and more teachers are trying to incorporate the cell phones into education, so they're using them for that instead of Instagram and
Okay, then
selfies.
a follow-up to this. Technology at home. Is it helping kids? Is there a time when it should go away, all technology, until their homework is done? Because at least with mine, they have to have it to log in to the school portal, whatever that might be.
I mean, as a high school teacher, we're trying to get our kids ready for college in the outside world, and technology is a part of everyday life. And so they have to be able to navigate Word documents and the internet and doing credible source searches. And so there needs to be technology, unfortunately, kind of at school and also at home.
Okay, I want to talk about parents, the involvement. Is it too much, or where's that fine line of I'm involved but I'm not too involved? And Janine, I want to ask you this because I know you've been both on the teacher side and the administrative side.
Correct. Yes. In the very beginning, there's a lot of anxiety when kids are going to school for the first time at the elementary level. And so parents need to learn to let go and trust the teacher. Yet at the same time, we want them to be very involved in all the activities that are going on. So communication is important from our part as far as administration goes. But at the same time, the kids need to go home and tell their mom what's going on, the mom and dad. And also, we have something called a Friday folder at the elementary level. And so in that folder, you'll have calendars and a lot more organizational skills, as well as sometimes homework, maybe not so in the early years, but later. So as far as activities that go on in the school, we have a website, and most schools, I'm sure, have websites that have calendars that say what activities parents need to be involved in.
At what age do you think, being both a teacher and administrator, is good for the parents to let go a little bit more? I mean, obviously elementary, the parents are advocating for the kids.
Yes.
But starting around middle school, you kind of push them out of the nest, right?
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because the little ones will cry in the beginning, and parents need to know that within 5 minutes they'll stop crying. And
so hard.
And a few days later, it's going to be bye mom, and they're turn their backs and run to class to see their friends and their teacher, and mom
That's
is
right.
shocked.
I want to talk about friends, and I'm going to turn this right here to you, Jessie, because once kids find their group, they find where they belong and where they get along in those outside groups. What advice do you have for parents in getting kids to the right groups or the right places in school to feel comfortable?
I think it's important to kind of look at what they naturally like to do, whether that's that they're really athletic and they like sports, or whether that's that they're a little bit more dramatic and they like to act, or anything like that, or even if they just want to go join chess club. I think finding that really gets kids hooked into school and gets them wanting to come back every day. So it's really important for kids to have their place in school.
Yeah, find those people they relate to and where they feel confident, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then lastly, let's talk about communication. Communication with teachers, communication online. Garrett, what advice do you have for that? There are so many forms of communication for parents.
Yeah, so especially the first week is really important for parents because students don't have a whole lot of homework in the first week, but parents do, because that's when all the forms are coming home. That's when they need to get the syllabus signed, and they get all the information for all of these classes coming through. And we're doing this because we've already taught the kids this. They've been in the class, they learned all of it for the whole week, and now parents need to know what's going on too. And so it's really important for parents to actually go through that stuff, even if it's just quickly, so that they have an idea of what's going on with their kids in the classroom. And that way they won't be confused when their kid comes home with homework every Tuesday for math class.
Right.
Or every Friday they have to write a journal, So making sure that we're all on board is really important. And we can do that through the school portals. Most teachers, I know at least in my school, we all have online classrooms, and parents can sign up. You can see what's due, the grades. You can
So
communicate
helpful.
with teachers right there.
Yeah.
So it's a really
Yeah.
important thing to get signed up for that right away.
There were times when I knew with my high schooler what she got on a test before she knew.
Yeah.
Because I would get an alert through the portal, or I would be there. I'm not so sure the kids like that so much, but parents, you really can stay informed like that. By the way, we want to encourage everybody out there, if you have a question that you want to pose to some teachers or about back to school, go to our Facebook page and we'll be monitoring that. Thanks so much to all of you for coming in. Best of luck in the new school year. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.